guys, Cypher here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to peek better, how to peek right, and just mainly teaching you guys the right way to peek. But before we get into it, if you guys can make sure to subscribe and drop a like on the video, that would help us out a lot. And we would greatly appreciate it because we also just hit 1K subs on the channel here, and that means so much to us. Thank you all for all the support and love. It really does mean a lot to us that you guys are here commenting on all the videos and showing us your love and feedback and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and let's get into it. So starting up with the most important tip is before you peek into a room or something, you're going to want to be aiming head height, and you're going to want to be aiming at very predictable locations, very common spots that enemies tend to be, or just an area where you know an enemy will be. If you guys are interested on learning how to improve your crosshair placement, I made a video on that a while back. I'll link it in the description below if you guys want to go check that out. But if you manage to do this, you will improve your peeking skills significantly, because I can't tell you how many people I've seen where they'll just peek around the corner and they won't be thinking where somebody else will be in that next room, and they'll just be aiming like wherever their crosshair just ends up being when they peek. And that's really bad, because if an enemy is holding an angle in that room, they can throw you off guard and they could easily win that gunfight, because you're gonna have to flick all the way to them. Sometimes you might get lucky, you might already be aiming over them, but 9 times out of 10 they're just gonna be holding the angle and they're just gonna kill you instantly. So you need to try and aim where you think they're gonna be. And moving on into the next tip is going to be peek one spot at a time. You want to check each angle one by one, and while you're doing this, you want to be eliminating the other angles from being able to see you. Say you need to enter a room, right? The wrong way to enter the room would just be to walk in there and not really have any plan in your head. But the right way is to peek each angle at once and try to take a 1v1 engagement, because I promise you, if you are able to win your 1v1s, then you will be a tremendously better player. And if you guys don't totally understand what I mean by peek each angle one by one, so say you're in cafe, you're by white stairs, and they planted or something on the skylight, and you need to enter cocktail in order to get the skylight. So what you would do is you would come up white stairs, you would peek up, check down the hallway all the way to cigar lounge, then you would check bathroom, and then you would peek above the stairs, make sure nobody's in that little corridor by the wood pallets, and then you would move up, and then you would check behind the little cocktail bars, and then you would move up, and then you would check the corner to the right, and then you would peek in with your crosshair aimed at the little connector by that window they can rappel in from. And then once you have cleared that whole room, and then you would enter in the cocktail. And then same thing here, you would just check each angle one by one and eliminate the other angles from being able to see you. And something that really helps out with this is quick peeking. Again, sorry for plugging so many videos, but if you guys are interested in how to quick peek, I have a video on that, go check it out. But anyways, into the next tip, and that is going to be positioning yourself the right way while you're in a gunfight. So many of us, when we get in a gunfight, we get kind of tunnel visioned and we just instantly try to lean spam and crouch spam, or we just start moving crazy like that. You want to try and make it where the enemy can barely even see you while they're extremely exposed. And this is mainly while you're holding an angle, but it can help when you're out in the open, because if you're out in the open, try to locate yourself to where there is cover, where you can hide behind cover. And the way you want to hide yourself is you want to expose as little of your character's model as possible. And you can do this by peeking where you can barely see the angle you want to hold or you are looking at. And this is going to make it where they can't really see you at all. It's actually going to be really hard to shoot you, because the only thing your enemy is going to be able to see is your head and your shoulder and maybe your foot. And while they go around the corner, you're going to be able to see their whole entire body, while they can only see 3 parts of yours. Another little quick tip here that goes with the peeking is if you're farther away from the angle, you can see more around it, and it makes you smaller to them too. So that's a good little tip you can use against your opponents. But if you do this, this will make it where there's going to be 10 times harder for the bad guy to be able to shoot you, and you're going to have a huge advantage over them because you're peeking the right way and they're doing the total opposite of you. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe. Like I said, it would help us out. We would really appreciate it. And let me know down in the comment section if you guys have any tips and tricks of your own on peeking, or if you guys have any questions for me, I'll be more than happy to answer them. But that's it, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Yeah, fuse.
Huh, get out of here. I'm just dying to that.
You will be detected if you remain in this area.
That was pretty siphy, Daddy.